無料の訪問仏土に伏せり、皆今る真珠百戦の雑法の奇妙珍異なるをもって将言表直せりと。The Buddha land is overspread by countless jeweled nets, entirely decorated with gold lace, pearls, and 100,000 kinds of rare and precious treasure. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Nam. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this year's Eitaikyo service, Perpetual Memorial Service. I feel like it's been a long time since I last spoken at Oregon Buddhist Temple. You know, my new assignment started and I was in Sacramento for 9 days, covering 2 weekends. And since my former temple, Buddhist Church of Florence, is in Sacramento, I know the area. So it was not so difficult to adjust myself to the area. But it was really difficult to adjust myself going back to the house, I was staying, and there was nobody there. So it was so quiet. And I had nothing to do at the temple, at home. So I was at Sacramento Betsy's office almost all day long. And, for most of the days, for probably 8 days, right? And since I had no one to talk to at home in Sacramento, I think I became a little bit talkative, when I see somebody. So, it's nice to be back home and listening to my families, talking all the time. Especially Hikaru, she always talking at home. But anyway, this weekend is the beginning of the Thanksgiving break for my children. So, what is your plan for Thanksgiving? Any special plan? Eat? Yeah, that's really great. We have friends coming to Portland this week, so we are looking forward to meeting them. These 2 years, it was challenging to get together as families and friends on Thanksgiving or any holiday occasions, right? So I hope all of you will have a wonderful Thanksgiving this year. And today, as I mentioned, today is Eitaikyo service. Eitaikyo means Perpetual Memorial Service, and I will talk about this in detail later. But did you know this is our 119th Eitaikyo of Oregon Buddhist Temple? So which reminded me that we are celebrating the 120th year next year. So, we should plan a big celebration. We should have a party, right? And Oregon Buddhist Temple was established on November 29th, 1903. November 29th, 1903. With the leadership of Reverend Shoji Wakabayashi. Reverend Wakabayashi was from Toyama Prefecture. And I heard from his granddaughter, Mrs. Inoue, that he often visited members' place and did cooking and supported the members. He did something like medical things to help members too. He cared about the Sangha members. And, because of Reverend Wakabayashi's mind of caring, many members loved him and, admired him. And now it is interesting that the sister prefecture of Oregon is Toyama Prefecture. And I am not sure if this is related to the efforts of Reverend Wakabayashi, but that is great that Toyama Prefecture and Oregon still have connections. And unfortunately, Reverend Wakabayashi passed away at the age of 36 from 1915 because of illness. Then soon, we had Reverend Keijo Fuji as our second minister to Oregon Buddhist Temple. So since the establishment of, Oregon Buddhist Temple, we had 23 or 24 ministers who served Oregon Buddhist Temple. And, if you didn't know, we have the pictures of the ministers who served Oregon Buddhist Temple in the lobby. So, please check the picture of the ministers when you leave the temple too. And you see my picture too. And And of course, we minister do our best to propagate the teaching and, try to increase the membership of the Sangha, right? But who supported the temple from the establishment was always the Sangha members. This year, we have lost 3 leaders of Oregon Buddhist Temple who served as president and supported the temple. They are Mr. Pablo Saki, Mr. Ken Kawazoe, and Mr. Al Abe. We are going to have a special kind of service dedicated to them on December 4th. But on this occasion of perpetual memorial service, we appreciate their dedication to the temple. And also, we appreciate our predecessors for transmitting the teaching which enriches our lives. So, each character of Eitaikyo means perpetual, generation, and sutra. So Eitaikyo is often translated as perpetual memorial service. And some Japanese people who can read the Chinese characters sometimes misunderstand. There are sutra titled Eitaikyo, but it's not actually the case. Eitaikyo means perpetual memorial service. But one of the 7 Pure Land Master Chant from China, he said that sutra is warp. Okay? Warp. Warp is the thread which runs lengthwise, right? Warp. So we could also understand Eitaikyo as the thread which connects us generation to generation perpetually. So just like the thread of Onenju connects all the beads, we are connected by the thread of life. And because of the lives of our predecessors, we are now able to be here, listening to the teaching of Nembutsuge. And I talked about this many times, so you might remember, but I am the 15th generation of the minister's family in Japan, which means I have 32,768 direct ancestors. And lacking 1 out of 32,768 direct ancestors, my life wasn't, here today. So the word I shared at the beginning from the larger sutra said, the Buddha land is overspread by countless jeweled nets, entirely decorated with gold lace, pearls, and 100,000 kinds of rare and precious treasure. Just by reading this, some people might think that, okay, the Pure Land is the place where it's decorated by a lot of, treasures. That sounds nice, but I don't care about it, right? But the Pure Land is the realm of enlightenment or awakening, so that this passage is probably expressing more than, what the words are expressing. So, the realm of enlightenment is opposite of the realm of delusion, where we are living in. So we rely on our self-centered ideas and project our self-centered values to our outside world. So everybody have different world outside of the self. And, these differences of the values often becomes the causes of conflict. But the adornments of the Pure Land is teaching us how the world really is. There are various kinds of jewels in the realm of enlightenment. This means that each of us are just like precious jewels. But with self-centered mind, we put label on people and things and distinguish them with good, bad, like, dislike, useful, not useful, and so on, right? So we are not seeing each other as we really should see each other. Right? From some of you, you might think as me as handsome, good-looking sensei, right? But for some people, you might think that, oh, he's ordinary, I don't care, right? But it said the Buddha land is overspread by countless jeweled nets. This is just like a metaphor of Indra's net in Avatamsaka Sutra. Again, each of us are like precious jewels, and we are illuminated by other jewels for others, and we are illuminating others. So we are always in the interdependent relations. We are all connected by the thread of the jeweled net, right? And this is a little bit off topic, but now time has changed so that music is by subscription or download, right? But you still use CDs, right? We still have CDs, LPs, cassette tape, but it's not as popular as it used to be, right? I heard cassette tape. Yeah, they are getting popular among young generations. I'm not sure. I'm not young anymore, so is it? I was wondering if you remember the first LP or cassette tape or CD or any music you purchased there. Do you remember? The first CD I purchased, that was Innocent World by a band named Mr. Children in Japan. It's an interesting name, right? Mr. Children, but it's the name of the band, right? But I was 14 years old, and so every time I listen to this song, I remember about my middle school years, and I was playing basketball. So when I listen to this song, I remember how I practiced basketball with my friends and the coach. And the vocal, Kazutoshi Sakurai, he also had another band named Bank Band. And he covered a song titled Ito by Yuki Nakashima. And if my memory is correct, I have shared this song before, but Ito means thread or string, and the words of the song is really beautiful. So, this is the English translation of the first verse I have found it on the internet. So it said, string, we know next to nothing why we happen to meet. We always have no clue when we are meeting again. Where were you? Just living your life. Underneath a distant sky lie two stories. The vertical thread is you, the horizontal is me. The cloud woven from it will someday warm somebody up. Right? Yeah, this is really nice song, and I was planning to put the YouTube video, but I forgot to prepare it. So you can go to YouTube and type in band Ito, then you find the music video. But I like the part of the lyrics. The vertical thread is you, the horizontal is me, right? So as I mentioned earlier, we are illuminated by others, and we are illuminating others. We each of us weave the beautiful fabric of life together. So this is the beauty of the truth of interdependence. We are not here to hurt each other or hate each other, but we are here to weave a beautiful fabric of life. So our predecessors left us this beautiful Oregon Buddhist temple. Even though we may have a lot of differences, we are all connected with the thread, which goes back to Shinran Shonin, the seven Pyalan masters, and Shakyamuni Buddha. And with each of us, we weave the beautiful fabric. So, let us keep nurturing the mind of friendship, understanding, caring, and compassion through the wisdom of Buddha in Nembutsuge on this occasion of Eitaikyo Perpetual Memorial Service. So, thank you for attending today's Eitaikyo service, and please join me in the Shotoku together. ナモアミーダ仏。ナモアミーダ仏。ナモアミーダ仏。ナマンダ仏。ナンマン。